Alright, good evening. Sorry for the delay. Whew. Okay, I'm just not at all prepared, and I have a million messages in Discord, and probably like, "Are you streaming now? Are you streaming now? Are you streaming now? Are you streaming now? Are you streaming? Why are you not streaming? Please start streaming." And I just set everything up wrong here. Let's see. So, sorry for the delay. Was at my sister's, and kind of took a while to get out of the door and get sort of through all the traffic and stuff. So, yeah. Let me see. Are you dead? Let's see. All the questions. You dead? Oh yeah, and then all the other messages are saying that that my latest video doesn't work. So that's another million messages. Okay. Moderators. When anyone comes in and asks, "Hey, did you know your Dyson Sphere video today is not working?" and then the answer is, "Yes, it is. It's working for 99.9% of people." But of course, the 0.1% of people for whom it doesn't work will, of course, be disappointed. So there's nothing I can do about it. It's a YouTube thing. I tried it at my sister's place, trying video, watching it there. I tried for my various devices. It works everywhere I tried it, but for some it doesn't work. Now the other question is the server updated? Because I just see we have a new mismatch. Oh, I have to roll back to 21. It's 360p. Yeah, the new 22. Should you update it? Yes, please. Then I can just go. I can't log in because it's not updated. Yeah, why are we 3 versions off? That's weird. They've been spamming versions here. Thank you, Timbo. Appreciate it. I don't have any sound, but that's just me. All right, and then bit of caffeine here. Good shit. Good shit. Get them drugs going. So, Factorio thing it is today. Woefully unprepared. While waiting for the confirmation, I'll just check if things are working here. Looks like it's working. What about on that one? Sorry, I have a few things I usually do in the countdown, but I didn't have time to it, so I'm just gonna have to do it now. Check that things are working. We got to 84,000 subscribers, and yet I got another copyright claim for another Darkest Dungeon video. So all this as it should be. So the new video, the one with the neutron star, is actually ranked 2 out of the last 10 videos. So it has gotten 9.7 thousand video views in 5 hours. That's pretty good. That's pretty damn good.
Welcome home.
So it can't be everyone for whom it doesn't work, but maybe it still counts. And people are commenting about you could use those long warp times to plug a sponsor. Oh, thinking like a true YouTuber. Hey, they're on Dark again. They're on Dak again. Thank you for the 6 months. Appreciate it. Great content as always. Oh, it should be up. All right, it should be up. Yeah, that's what I said, but it wasn't up. And then what can you do? So now we're here. And then we go that one. All right, let's see if it works. Sponsored drink? Nope, absolutely not. Then I would have to disclose that it was a sponsored stream and a sponsored content. I do not have sponsors. That's a thing that I don't have sponsors. I got offered a new headset and I said no because I don't want just free stuff. So that's if it has to be a sponsorship, it has to be something that's.
Oh dear, there seems to be a little problem with one of your locomotives.
It's gonna be one of those days, right? I guess that the game loaded just fine. Well, it's probably one of the test trains. Anyway, I think it's time for us to jump into the game. Good evening, everyone. Oh, I have lost all my overlays here. There's an awful lot of windows I've opened, and Windows Media Player don't need that. And I ran out of space on my hard drive as well. Maybe that's actually related. I don't know. Right. So for anyone who missed the last one, that we've started expanding out here, even though it's a city block pattern, then it's still like an expansion. That one, let's clear this out, so we don't need that. Actually, we might, but who cares? And okay, so this is the essence of what we've done so far. We need to get all the way over here. I guess this one's still not working. So let's see. So what we have is this setup, and it will take a full 2.16.2 train and get in here, load the first half, move on, load the second half, move back again, because it's a double-headed train. Wait in the stacker until one of these are empty. These ones are going to be train to train. And what we need to do now is build one more, except for copper, and then put them together into a red circuit build. No, red science build. That's the plan. Windows Media Player still think, yeah, use it for playing the soundtrack before starting the stream. So that's what I'd use it for. And let me see, this one is, yeah, it's been consumed as fast as it's there, right? Yeah, there's nothing there. And do we have a train coming in? Waiting for full cargo. Yeah, that sucks. We need more locations making landfill. I think actually that's true. We need more locations making landfill. These are just that one, that's the test set. Do we have, I think basically every time we find something like this one, we should just go like, landfill, make it landfill, make it landfill, make it landfill, and make it go away. Like 12 million could be a bit of landfill. Catch your stream in a while. What's your thought on Dyson Sphere program? Ah, come on. Come on. If you haven't been able to catch my stuff, then at least check my YouTube that I release a video on Dyson Sphere program every single day for the last month. So yeah. But I noticed you don't use shift when dismantling large areas of belt. No, well, the Clowny, that's because when you were watching it, you were watching the stuff that was before, because I can 100 and million billion times guarantee you that I use shift click every single time I can do it. Every time there's more than one belt, I use shift click. Guarantee you. Guarantee it. So if you've seen that, then you're way behind, and that's before they added that function. Because I love that function. And I've completely embraced it, which is again a feature that Factorio should have. Right, so plan for today, hook up these two with the same. I'm going to use the same for all of the red science. Then we can get some learning, something, and then based on that we can do something else for the next one. And let's see if how that pans out. We'll be doing the science afterwards. Here. Yeah, so the reason why on the whole mat regarding Dyson Sphere program is that I think I am the leading content creator for Dyson Sphere. I think I am. I think I've established myself on YouTube. If you search for it, you look at the views and number of videos and sort of the quality, hopefully the quality. A lot of the other content, there's of course some big ones like Biffa who plays it, but not so much and not particularly dedicated and not particularly well. And if you just look at the views in the video, I'm pretty happy where my channel is right now. So that's why I'm like, okay, if you've been watching any kind of Dyson Sphere program and haven't noticed that I'm also generating a stupid amount of content for that game, then yeah. And in every single video, I have at least one time where I go like, I fucking love this game. Gushing like, yeah. Yeah, like I'm some kind of crazed optimist. And that, Lord knows I am not. There, let's get that one sorted. Good. Do you have more viewers on DSP or Factorio? I have 5 times as many viewers on YouTube with DSP as Factorio. On streams, I have twice as many on DSP as I have as Factorio. Yeah, so it's pretty clear. Let's see. Let's do a round on this base. I see one playing DSP. Yeah, he plays it like, the thing is that I'm happy that I have a unique style, and luckily that's a style that fits well with content creation for games like that. Because most honestly, most in my opinion, most other content creators are playing exactly the same, exactly the same. They go like, oh, now I want to build green cubes. I guess I need these things. All right, so I start building that. Oh, I'm running out of this. Oh, I guess I have somewhere a building that does these kind of things. Oh yeah, here they are. Okay, I'm just gonna drag a build here. There we go. There we go. Now that can. And I was like, what are you doing? This is a logistics game. What are you doing? What's the point of just having one machine? And yes, it has a full box because you haven't used it for the last 10 hours, but it's gonna be empty in 2 minutes. So what are you gonna do then? I mean, that I just, it seems like everyone plays it like that. Some completely casual, unprepared, unplanned, just haphazardly go into it, which I guess it's fine if you start. But that's why I'm so happy to go, I do something different. And luckily, some people like watching that. So when the boss dies down to DSP and the money level with Factorio, do you think Factorio will still be your mainstay? In Satisfactory was really, really cool when it came out, and I spent a lot of time with it. Oh my god, this is horrible. Please don't look at this. What? Why? So I felt exactly the same way. Of course, there's going to be a hype, and I actually thought about it on the way home in the car, that basically, when there's a new and exciting game, it's great. But what happens is that it has, well, let's try and say, okay, so this Factorio has an index. Hey, Sadonator for 7 months. Thank you.
Welcome home.
Factorio has a index 100 of happiness, and then a new game comes out, like, and then of course it's gonna spike with a new interest. So Demon Souls came out, and then it's like, yeah, 150, and then it's gone again. And now it's like, yeah, it's a good game, but I'm not gonna play it, and maybe like stuck at a 15 enjoyment scale because I've kind of been there, and now I want to do some other stuff. And then, but Factorio is still standing steady at 100. But right when Demon Souls came out, there was a time when I only wanted to play Demon Souls. When a game like Satisfactory came out, damn, it spiked up to 200%. And it went there for some months, and I still played Factorio, and it was lower on my sort of overall happiness scale. But then Satisfactory dropped down, and now it's like at a 5%. And it's like, don't think I'm going to come back to it. But Factorio is still at index 100. And that's kind of where I feel I am with most of those kind of games, that they can have a spike up, and or it can be like Cyberpunk, where it goes like flatten out at 27% happiness and then just dropping steeply from there. All right, so do I think that that I'll be continuing to play Factorio? Absolutely. I have no doubt that I'm going to continue to play that. But that doesn't mean that when there's something new and exciting, I don't get completely hyped about that. Does that make sense? Assassin's Creed Valhalla, 34% maybe happiness. Index versus Factorio. It never really broke any ground. It was good and it's fun, but then it's like, nah, it never really, it didn't really sort of do it. Yeah. My guess is, okay, are we gonna do this? I really need to get rid of this stupid double-sided belt thing. What do you think of the one lap challenge? Why would I ever want something like that? That's kind of stupid, sorry to say, but it makes no sense. No interest at all, obviously. Let's see. So I'll just try maybe getting these ones blue. Yeah, and leave the other ones red. And then hope that I'll never drag the upgrade planner nearby this location again. But I can guarantee you I will. So, does that make sense in slow and tedious sometimes DSP seem? Yeah, so definitely Dyson Sphere program is absolutely destroying it in terms of just overall happiness and satisfaction. And when it dies down, well, my hope is just that it doesn't die down. Like Satisfactory, of course, has spiked when it was brand new, but there's still a lot of content being generated. There's still a lot of views on Satisfactory, and I can just hope that the Dyson Sphere program will be something like that. We can take a look at Satisfactory category on Twitch. That's a good indicator of sort of general interest. There's 856. Let's compare it to Factorio. 500, whereas the 300 are in here. Right. So Satisfactory right now is more popular than Factorio because honestly, Factorio is driven by Nefrom's, Anti, and me. Right. That's where the views are. Right. That's if we take the three of us out, then there aren't really any viewers on anyone playing Factorio. Right. And then we can go, yeah, but what about still? So. And if I moved over to play Satisfactory, I could hopefully move some of you as well. DSP appealed to a much wider audience than Factorio because of the space travel aspect. No, I think it's not Satisfactory, but Factorio. I think Dyson Sphere program is in a really sweet spot. It has the looks of Satisfactory, and it has the efficiency of Factorio. And that is unique because Factorio is a really hard game to love. It's like loving Minecraft or Terraria. It's really hard to sell it to other people because it looks very, very dated. And then you sort of have to get above that and look at the actual richness of the features. But a game like Satisfactory just looks amazing. So it's easier to draw new people in, and it's also just more pleasing to look at. Except for that shit down in the corner, but sorry, can't help that. Right, so that's why you upgraded undergrounds. I did, but that's intentional, right? Or did I also upgrade the wrong ones? Did I? It was literally 2 minutes, maybe 3 minutes before I messed it up. I can't believe I did that. Wow. That's just fantastic. Yeah, these ones have to go here, I guess. There's no way this is correct. Now it's the same crap on all of them, right? Yep. Only way to do this. It'll be one of those days. Yeah. Make a new modular design. Yeah, this sucks. You're right. I'm. It doesn't have to be very fast because it's we don't have a lot of science, but it does have to connect the power to something. Yeah. So I think that from that perspective, no Afro. If I'm just sort of saying, I think that Dyson Sphere program, if it continues to evolve and continues to be sort of supported, then I think it can have some really good potential. Why would I have 6 of those in my inventory at all times? Thank you very much. Let's see, rails. That's also kind of a lot. This is all. Maybe that's the trains actually that's filling up the majority of our junk here. So not much. Never must belt weaving again. Yeah, never do belt weaving, and yet I still do it, and I still know exactly what's gonna go wrong, and it still goes wrong. You know, I really like the one that I designed for my my 3000 base, and let's see if I can remember it. I don't need many of these. Oh yeah. Yeah, so I think that it has a wider appeal because it looks good, and then this is also why that when people go like, why are you not, or are you excited about the Factorio release? Then not really, because it's just going to be more of the same, and I needed something else. Like a game like Darkest Dungeon, for example, has a unique essence and feel and all that stuff. But if they do the same thing again after 3 to 5 years of development, it's just going to be like, oh, well, you have the same classes, the same dungeons, the same art style, the same 2D thing. No, they're going to have to do more, right? They're going to have to do something to sort of make it a number 2 versus number 1. And then Factorio will, and they're very conscious about it. And they say, we're not going to make a Factorio 2, we're going to make a DLC. And I'm going to be, oh, yeah, but I really needed Factorio to be able to go into 3D. I just rotate the camera. But those are big changes that I don't think will come. Did you add more mods for building? No, I didn't. Good evening, a lot of us. Alright. Let's get these one on the outside and see if I can figure out how it was. I did get all of them in from this side. Oh, I need my belt delicious. Alright, so let's see if I can remember it. One of them goes like that. And the other one goes... like that. That's the one. I like this one. I think it's pretty cool. And Glip. Hey Car, thank you for the 16. I'm watching your Dyson Sphere program on YouTube right now and love it. Oh, so it does work. Just came here to tell you and leave my sub. Excellent. Did you like the sub sign? So I think this is better, right? This is clean. Although it doesn't really... oh, this one doesn't need to be there. That space. Whoop. That's smaller. I can't squeeze it on the other side, though. I love this part. This is pretty cool. Has to be in the RCT 1.5 style. I have no idea what that means. In-game production gimmick in DSP where users use rare resource and Factorio uses beacon module. I mean, one does not rule out the other, but I think that rare resources are a stupendously good idea. Because how else would you encourage exploration or expansion in Dyson Sphere program? Okay, if you run out, if you need more than what you can get from a planet, then you need to scale up to another. Yeah, which is what Factorio does. But the fact that you can go like, hey, if you bother to go out to a neutron star, you can get this really cool material that can actually simplify one of your products. Like, that's pretty cool. Like, let's say, like, why not have some alternative recipes in Factorio, right? Hey, you can use uranium to substitute some of the green science for your blue, or you can use uranium to substitute some green circuits into your blue circuit build. So you can either do the blue circuit build normal with 20 what's it called? Yeah, green circuits, or you can use some, for everyone you could replace it with a uranium 235. Why not? Then you can suddenly say which way, because Factorio doesn't have multiple ways of doing the same thing. It does for oil, but that's about it, right? So I think that's, yeah, Factorio is when you run out of resources or when you need more throughput. But I really like the idea of also doing it for other reasons. All right, let's do this one. How do we... I really don't want you here. Can I just put you somewhere else? How did these ones get in here still? And get that out. Oh, right. It did not change to 0. How the hell is this one not sticking? 0. Am I blind here? I'm changing this to 0. That's a big fat round 0. This is the amount of requests. This is the amount that's the maximum. But I just want to set my 0 request to 0. Change the top range. That's not what I want. Enter no longer accepts. Enter no longer accepts. Oh, that's stupid. Sorry to be so blunt, but that's incredibly stupid. It was already way too many clicks, and now they added even more clicks. That's gotta be a bug. That has got to be a bug. Or like this, the worst feature. Thank you, Kitsune-man. Thank you. I think it's fixed in the latest patch. This is the latest patch. That has got to be a bug. Right? I can't be alone on this, right? I have not even thought about doing this. Now these are friends. Let's just make the finish flag. Accept key is E. Like e-girls ruin my life. That's the kind of E or what? No. I'm not happy. No. Let me make that abundantly clear. That is not a good change. How can you in what world do you need to change that? What was wrong with enter? Space for enter. What was wrong with it? Fix that enter to confirm a logistic request count doesn't. Yeah, 1.1.22. I'm at 1.1.24. So they fixed it, they unfixed it, they stop fucking messing with it. Come on. This falls under the don't fix it if it ain't broken. Definitely was not broken that you could hit enter to to do this, and why would you want to fix that? Hey, look at that. It's something. Can't imagine we can support this. Doesn't matter. Right, so that should be something, right? You go in there and there. Oh no. That one, and where's the other one? There. Oh, it's actually super close. Nice. Except that I seriously want to move this one out. Yep. Now it's happy.
Our illustrious champion returns. Welcome home.
Hey, why me in trouble for the 14 months? I thought like 4 months. Like, no way, no way. Do you think Satisfactory would work better with biters, turrets, and breakable stuff? No. I think that anything you do to Satisfactory is completely irrelevant until you fix the grind. Like, oh, what about a new battery? Don't care. Fix the grind. Yeah, but what about enemies? Fix the damn grind. But what if we added extra, even more Jace and Snoot in the game so you could enjoy them? Even just fix the damn grind, okay? Am I wrong? There we go. Managed to finally move them to the other side of the belt. Get those out there. Now I can take this. What I mean by grind? Like everything is manual. There's no robots, there's no blueprints, there's just grinding. Every single thing you have to do it manually. And there are a lot of things you have to do in that game. So that's what I mean by grind. It just like every time there's a new announcement, then it goes like, oh no, it's just a new building. It's just yet another building that needs to be mass produced and meticulously aligned and belts meticulously turned and yeah, that kind of thing. Blueprints in a 3D world. You know what? I don't care. I'm not the game developer. I'm not the game designer. I'm not the one who has to fix it. But it's a problem that needs to be addressed and fixed. So how they do it, it might be tough. It might be thinking new and brilliant. But that's I'm just a content creator. There we go. So when I forget it for a while, then and just smash it in here, then it'll be better, right? There. Do we have? Yeah. There's a missing underground there. Yeah, you're right. Is that the one? There's a military going in here, and cool. And now it looks like it's okay, right? There's just a tiny bit there. Maybe that's the underground that's missing. Oh, the horror. Wait, that's easy to fix. I'll just do this. Hey, Boromir, thank you
champion returns.
for the 6 months. Yeah, missing a beacon there. That's true. We'll get one of those in. Get all those things out. Don't think we need this legacy thing. Are we done? Nope, not done yet. Let's get all the stuff out we can get so we can put it down again. It's just, I feel this is an easier and safer way to clear out belts if you have at all the possibility because you have enough robots to get your way. Then this should be just the safer way, just going, okay, whatever. I made a mistake somewhere, just replace it. And then I can place it down again. Boop. Yeah, this is a nice little compact one. Each of these will run at 23.5, so let's do some calculation. It's 1, 2, 3, 4, 16 times 23.45. Yeah, so it can consume, or it can produce 375 signs per minute. That's okay. I think that's fine. It's not a lot or anything, but it is what it is. All of these to get wrecked. Why do we still have those as yellows to greens? Because sure. there. Let's get just a few here. Might as well. Beacons are no longer something we are worried about. Oh. You missed. And we get some of the other beacons that we only have like 2,000-3,000 of, so should be a piece of cake. And we'll get some speed modules here. And I think that's going to be close enough. If not, then we'll deal with it. This one, don't care. We're never going to use it again, so don't care about that one. I was just doing this one. You need to be upgraded. Is that how we do upgrades? It doesn't do anything. So now also get the modules from puny modules to good modules. Oh, it's already there. Sweet. This one's also needs an upgrade. Yeah, we haven't really looked at this for a while. That's kind of sad. I've never tried Death World mode in Factorio, but can you build like 5k signs per minute? No problem there. It just takes a lot longer time. Beacon module this. These seem wasteful, doesn't it? Let's have a look at how much is actually needed. You are working at 150 per minute. No, per second. This is 2.5. And you're requesting 3.5. So that's gonna run out. So let's do that. We don't care about the module use. We do not care about the beacon use. We should have enough of both of them there. And that should definitely make enough of these. Yep. That's enough. And they will not be able to keep up, but don't care about that. We'll just pretend that's not a problem. Most of these things are not really don't have to be a lot better. Although, how much? 4.5, that means 1.1. Yes, they're good. Probably this one is not good enough, I imagine. Yeah, these are starved out here. I don't think this is a particularly good way of doing it. Oh, right, that's because it's blue. Oh, sorry, it was starting as a green one. Yellow one. Some kind of color one. They're obviously not going to work. It's going to fill up here, and these will still be starving at the end, right? But now maybe some of them will get all the way down there. I hope. It's enough. And this one is woefully underscaled as well. There we go. Now that's upgraded. Oh. Yeah, this base is just not supposed to be particularly fast. Why is this one? Pfft, damn. Just doesn't it also seem a bit wasteful not to use these? It's oil that's keeping everything slowed down. That sucks. Let's oil it up. Hey Corporal, thank you for the 8 months. Appreciate it. How is this one supposed to be better? I'm pretty sure I remember there was a way. There was a way to do that. double speed out here. I don't think that's the right way. I think there's a way that involves modules there. I think we did that in the masterclass. We tried it and then it was like, not really. Let's use this one as an example. Okay, so this one is outputting, or I'll just take these three. So where are we at? Isn't this just, I'm not gonna say perfect, but no, it's just, it's slightly underscaled. Slightly underscaled in terms of producing this is brilliant. That's brilliant. Perfect. I like it. I'll take it. How is this not just awesome? Huh. This doesn't seem bad, and I can always throw more in here, but I don't even need it. I will waste a ton of these as well. There you go. And let's see. There's one red belt right before the underground. Oh yeah, that's true. Thank you. Not that that's going to be a matter of difference, but you know, it's definitely a matter of principle. Alright, let's try this one again and see how much off it is. Alright, so it's producing... It's still quite a bit off, actually. What if we did that one? Let's try this. Now it's slight positive. Yeah, let's do that. It's gonna use a bit more oil, but we'll do this. We'll keep it running much better, and then we'll see if we run out of oil, and then we'll deal with that as it comes. Cool. And I'm pretty sure that the easiest and onlyest way of doing this is just kill it all. Take all of this. Glib it. Oh, I can't glib it because it's there. So I'll just do that one. Take these out because they're not relevant anymore, and get that one in here. Sweet. Nope. Pump. Let's take a look at how much this pumps. It's currently pumping at 900. Alright, let's get all of this done. Missing productivity modules. Where? Oh, they're all in... Oh, crap. That also slows it down. Oh. But I don't think... I didn't miss it in the one I tested, did I? This one's still in a slight positive. It was correct. It was correct. There. And all of this is done, and then we just need to make sure this one's upgraded. Alright, that's good. And then we'll take the whole damn thing and get a sense of how big this actually is. We have a slightly positive net rate, that's good, and it'll mean that we'll actually provide the 3.9. Not much, but it's definitely better than what we had. Yep. Not all assemblers have 4 modules. They should now, right? We should fix that. Cool. I'm going to take a short break. I know we haven't been at it for a long time, but I need to take my break. Otherwise I get crazy, and I didn't even get a good start. So, short break, then we'll get on with it. I think that this is. I just wanted to just take a look at the home base before we go out again, and I think that was a good move. Taking a look at this, so we can actually see the signs hopefully getting a bit better. So, yeah. So I will just take a short break. Then we'll be back, and maybe go out and first tap some more landfill, and then get the copper inbound for some red signs. Cool. See you in 2 minutes. All right, I'm back. Whew. All right. So the plan is we need to continue. Why are we not continuing? This is definitely not working. We need to fill out this whole landfill area for sure. So why is it not filling out? Oh, because haha, we run out of there landfill commands. I think I'll just get this level, and then I do this from here where it's least important, and not do it up here where it's most important. Damn it. And I think I also need further up as well, so we're gonna get this one. Yep, that's a lot of landfill. It's a pretty absurd amount of landfill, by the way. So we're probably gonna start with the first thing we need. The next thing we want to Megabase is the landfill. Yep. That one. Yeah. Hey, Grundig, thank you for continuing your gifts up. Appreciate it. Well done, Sabatron, recruiting a new member to the community. And clickety clickety click. There we go. All right. I should probably make a train for this and just add it here. Guess I have to. Okay, this is looking much better. Well, actually, maybe not, but it at least launched right now. This is looking good. Right, it's filling up, it's keeping up. Almost keeping up at least. Alright, that's good. It's good. Got to 22% before it got stuck, and we can then consume this finally. That one's actually also doesn't matter. Let's get the mining train. Is this one? Yep, we do have the music on. I don't know, it just feels really quiet today. What about power? Is that okay? Not really. Not really, actually. Not really okay. Then I guess I really want to move this. Ugh, why do we not add water fill? No. It's no use. Where are we going to build? We're going to use this water here for nuclear power just for now. Good evening. Oh, by the way, did anyone like my nuclear power plant that I made in my Let's Play? I think that might actually be how I want to. You know what? Should we try that? If we have some big water out here, we'll just see if this water is big, because I could actually just dedicate like a massive amount here to that, or here down here. Yeah, some people saying there's not really throughput optimized, and that might be very true. Um, I don't know if it actually will perform. I just didn't have a. When is the paste link coming? If you watch the video, you would know how to find the blueprints. I said 3 times that you can find this in my nuclear power plant blueprint from my masterclass. So it's exactly the same link it always has, and it has been updated. So yes. Up the limit on nuclear in your hub if you're gonna do that. Up the limit on nuclear in the hub. Yeah, maybe that makes sense. Let me just think through it. Yeah, but I only don't have to build that many. Here, it's this one, right? What if I build it with a... Here, will it inherit the settings? Yes, it will. Yes, absolutely. I am going to kill that one and just replace it with this one. Then I'm gonna go there. There you go. Throughput is now increased. I'll see if I can get the train in between these two. You just need to go back to menu and then get... Oh, the limit for turbines. Ah, that's also a good idea, aside from this. Oh, that too. That's a way more important thing. Okay, this... I guess we can just take this part. Fill it up. Fill it up. Nah, that's not a good idea. I'd actually like to control it. Let's just multiply all with 10. And the base is not really doing anything, so why not? I have no idea. There. I'm modest. There we go. Now that should get busy again. Right, let's move up here and see if this is then the time for this one to move in. Yep, I think it is. And it's getting a bit close to this one, but it's gonna be fine. Keep the steam separate between the various sections, since fluids are weird in Factorio. Having them all connected can starve some turbines even if the ratio is correct. Are you sure that is updated information you're spreading there? Because I know that's true in 0.16. Maybe to some extent in 0.17. But I don't think that it's that bad right now. It's an idea to use Spidertron with a landfill grid, so one spot of landfill on a 1 to 1, 1 to 1, 6, 1 to 1, well, for example. I don't know, maybe a landfill roboport. Maybe. I'm sorry, I don't know. Last time I tried construction with a Spidertron, it was just incredibly disappointing. So it's like, it's fine if you have a power pole that's broken and you need it replaced, but it's absolutely not fine if you want to do any kind of meaningful construction. And this would kind of classify as meaningful construction. But that's not in 1.1, so it might be better. Good evening, Maglux. Oh, some idiot has disabled my exoskeletons, so that's why everything is so slow. Let me get this one. Nope. Let me get... there. That's gonna have to be another one because it's another train. It's another train type even. Alright, let's go up here and grab this one. Or balls. Or radars at least. I'm running around trying to do stuff, and yet I don't feel that I ever get to the part that I want to do. I've been spoiled by my YouTube series where when I have an idea, I just execute it because things are available, and that's kind of what we have to make sort of the point of this series, is that if we want to make something happen, we have to make sure that we can automate it in a way that it makes it easy. That's why we built lots of landfill. Hello, walk around. Account created 1 hour ago. Followed since 1 hour ago. Save 10% on 5+ gift subs as a subscriber. I did not know that. Huh. I got a discount on didn't it say like on 5+ gift subs as a subscriber? Okay, what is the first rule of internet aside from don't fuck with cats? Don't feed the trolls. So, no feeding the trolls, please. Yeah. Oh, didn't I, after much pressure, decide that we should do this? Yep. I'll take this out. Oh, look at that. Our research is actually moving. Yay. Oh, this is actually nice. One, two, three, four, five, six, seven. Of course, 7. One, two, three, four, five, six, 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. What is with 7? What's with it? Hey, then I'll just... Oh, you know what? I can actually build it all the way up here. Look, it's super efficient. That's 8, right? That's 8. Good. And then we can do the same thing as we did for this one. That should be just fine. Well, let's build it out there. Yeah. The fact that it turns the other way when I do this. I don't know. I don't know, but it just seems like belts have just become very much worse lately, and I think it's a combination of two things. One being the smart belt, which is anything but smart. It is about as smart as a smart car is a smart car, and the other one is the fact that Dyson Sphere program just does it so much better. So much better. That just also puts into perspective how how bad it actually is. Can I not do that? Yeah. That's one. Clip. Alright, that looks like a very reasonable way to do this, I think. Yeah. Didn't put your heater on. Spring is here. It's not here. Sorry. Grundig, what are you saying? It even doesn't ask me about payment. What you talking about? You're replying to... Oh, I don't know. Don't know. I have no idea what's going on in chat. Sorry. I'm clueless. Alright, ready to hook this up. Then we can use this and go in here. Merge it together with the other one. Yeah, I like it. It's probably fine. We'll get this one up and running first thing. There. I'll also try and get one of these. Boom. That's an acute lack of modules though. I forgot that I wanted modules for these. How many modules are we missing? 600. Alright, let's go grab 600 modules. And actually more. Because I also need the other one. So maybe 1,000 modules? Sure. Why? Why would you change that? Few belts missing in station? Yeah, right. Thank you. Yeah. I guess I have to put them in there now. Right, so that's now a place for them to go. Don't need to do anything else here. Cool. E is such a nice improvement. Sorry, but you don't change things like that, right? You have a game that's been out for 7 years and it's been one shortcut, and you go like, you know what? Let's just change that shortcut, just for no reason at all. That is not a good move. I cannot see how anyone could argue that that would be a smart move to do. It is me. Then add it as an alternate that you can also use that. But if you have something, you have to. Extremely compelling reason why you change something that already exists and has been there for a very long time. And especially after you said, this game is done, we're not making any changes. And then they go like, oh yeah, by the way, we're going to shuffle your hotkeys around because, well, fuck you. No. No. Not impressed. Yeah. Isn't enter to confirm a conversion? Yep. Did they also... But they've also been super inconsistent about enter as confirm in various menus. That seems like it's a bit more than I can actually handle right now. No, it's not. It's perfect. It's all perfect. Look at that. 1,000. Very shortly. There you go. 0, especially because I have to type a number, and what is really close to the numpad, there's a little enter key there, except my E key is all the way at the other end. Oh no. We'll get used to it. I just don't think it makes sense to change it at this this hour. Should I have some train fuel? I probably should. I can't. So, no matter. No matter. About the last stream, I only saw half of it. I think you should give a time on playing Factorio. Change the 2 Megabase to make it more like reverse Megabase. Won't help. We can see you are tired of that too. Don't know. You can trust me, I'm a psychologist. Sorry, all of what you just said just got invalidated. You can trust me, I'm a lawyer. You can trust me, I'm a politician. You can trust me, I'm a psychologist. Sorry, that's just that's about as much credential as there are in those things. That's like, okay, the analogy for that in this domain that people here will know. It's like, it's a one line code. Trust me, I'm a manager. Yeah, I know you mean well. Bot mining for landfill? Nope, these are not bots. These are normal miners. Yeah. I don't. I am a bit. Um, I have a very strong allergies towards psychologists, psychiatrists as well, and mainly psychologists, because psychiatrists, they just want to pump you full of drugs, but psychologists, they're always like, oh, did you have an experience when you were a kid? Is that why you feel that way? Did your mom and dad touch you in inappropriate ways? Is that why you like playing games and not socialize with the rest of the world? Did your dad beat you? Is that why you are like you are today? Like, it always has to be like, it's always like, it's like, oh yes, you must have experienced something in your childhood. Like, okay, so everyone's been yeah, you cannot hear any psychologist talk about anything without it going just straight back to, it must be a trauma in your childhood. That because most of the cases where someone needs a psychologist, I don't know. It just seems it seems the same as, now we go back to the domain that is we are most familiar with. Have you tried turning it off and turning it on again? It's like, all right, come on. You can't have been studying this at a university for 5 years and all you can do is, it must be something in your childhood. Or have you tried turning it off and turning it on again? Like, it's like the first thing. You don't need to go there. You could put in a bit more effort on your diagnosis then. But I guess when you talk to IT people, they're also going to start with, have you tried turning it off and turning it on again? Because there are a lot of cases that can be solved like that. There's a reason why it's a cliche. I had a highly professional customer in IT that actually forgot to plug it in. I mean, I've also been doing my fair share of these things, and they were like, have you done this? Oh, it works now. Never mind. Like, okay, so you didn't plug it in. Yeah, and I've also been on the other end. I've shared screenshots of in our moderator chat where it's like, the mod doesn't load, and then I'm literally showing a screenshot where I'm loading the wrong version. Like, well, that's probably why it doesn't work, because you're on the wrong version. Wow, that's horrible. 5 is even worse than anything else. We're still gonna do exactly the same pattern here, and just will work. Yeah, sorry to give you a hard time about psychologists, but if you started a sentence, or if you include a trust me, I'm a psychologist, then that's not how you build trusts. That's a little hint from a prospective traumatic customer. You'll get someone like me to go immediately ultra defensive. That's free advice. I had a friend who was who was telling me that, yeah, he went to a nightclub and he was hitting on this girl, and it was going pretty well, and then he was like, so maybe you want to see each other again? And she was like, yes, I'd really like to see you again, because I'd like to use you as a case study for my master's thesis in psychology. That is the sickest burn. That balance was wrong. Yeah, that's a piece of shit junk. I don't know. Why not bots? Because I don't want to do bots, right? I don't want to do bots. I don't think bots are the right answer to this. If I do bots, then I have to make sure that I don't merge it with anything else, and I I just don't want to do bot mining, because then I have to manage my Roboport areas and what overlaps and what doesn't overlap and all that crap. And I don't want to do that because I know it's just one more thing that can go wrong. And I don't need this to be working at full efficiency. But I do need it to be working, and that's the part I'm focusing on. So I'm not using robot mining because I don't think it's easier. I need to get robots in here. I need to get all sorts of other crap in here. So that's a no. Oh, that's perfect. Should have brought it. Why do I even have two belts here? There you go. Boom. Did it work? Nope. Did not work. Alright, so we have now more stuff. To manually disconnect robots from one another to make... I don't know if I would say I'm surprised or anything. It would have been a nice thing. Some of the things that have been added are a bit weird, but most of the things that have been added are really nice. So I think that's good. Lovely. Now this can't get out. Why are you running on junk? Well, this is slightly less junk. And let me see. You can just go from this location until you're full, and then go to that location until empty. Go. And I'm just going to send you over there, and then I'm going to send you back home. Yeah, that's one more thing done. Next. They use the leftmost first. What's happening up here? Out of Roboport network, I guess. Yep. Yeah, that's true. I don't want it further out. Okay, this is good. This is good. And you are hopelessly stuck out here. So this looks like a lot of water. I have no idea why I decided to build a world with this much water. I have no idea. Some kind of idea for a challenge or something. Oh my god, it's just not even continuing. No, it's still continuing out here. So From here to there is just no way. Wow. Let's get up there, and let's get up there, and then... I guess you just have to go through here, I guess. Wife asks how you doing. I'm doing good, thank you. That's very nice of her. Is she suspecting something since she's suddenly concerned about my well-being, or is it just the usual politeness? Thank you. Really nice of her. This one is filling up. Good. Alright, so unfortunately that means we also need another landfill on this water thing. Okay. Shouldn't you be concerned about why all your wives are so interested in my well-being? I would. But thank you. Oh, I don't want to make a landfill. I don't want to make nuclear plants on in the middle of a giant thing. The haircut, my haircut is not getting anywhere. Ugh. New here, I first noticed your DSP content on Factorio on YouTube last week, and I was blown away by your attention to detail and your methods of mass production and terraforming. Your content really stands out. Thank you so much. That is very nice of you. I needed a bit of pick-me-up there. Thank you. A90NY. Thank you and welcome. You're the weird German guy who seems to build things and yell at chat. Wow, wow, I'm yelling at chat? Really? I think that there must be another... there must be other people who fit that description a lot better than me. Alright, so... that one? Hey, Barthak, it's quiet tonight. It absolutely is. It's very quiet tonight. But, you know, that's not my... it's not my thing to deal with or... Oh, wow. So it just didn't take that one out. So now we have to go back to the E thing. 400. E. Did it work? Yeah, worked. Love your masterclasses, and they have helped me finally be good enough to learn and start making in-game. Thank you, appreciate it. They're not from your YouTube series. Thanks a lot. Oh. Thank you for all the kind words, and also Bartek for trying to incite something. Oh, the auto train fuel indicator. I'm just keeping this around to see if it stresses anyone else out. I suppose I could drive this train.
A kind.
Ooh, hey, Mestjevsky, thank you for the 345. That one. Hey, Luke. Thank you for a gift up. Goes to Gravis. And thank you, Cerulean, for 500.
A generous bestowal.
And then I also need the James H4, maybe. Thank you for the Twitch Prime and welcome to the community.
Our modest fellowship expands.
Joining by your own volition, not
Praise
even
the
being
sub.
forcefully conscripted to join. Hey Tempo, thank you for some paper money. And sorry I didn't respond to you. I've been super busy all day. Everything is just yeah. Okay, thank you, Barthak. Thank you so much. To what do we owe the honor of
A new subscriber arrives.
of just
It
you gifting
fills
14
with
subs?
determination.
And I'm not going to take this. I'm going to take these two. These seem okay. It was too quiet. It was very quiet, but certainly not anymore. And you are just... And I, you know, Bartek, I want to thank you for all of your donations, but particularly always being there to help incite. It just works so much better when it's someone from chat trying to incite something than it's me. It's super nice. So really appreciate that as well.
Our modest fellowship expands.
And it also goes for a lot of other people who are also always in on it. Straight to level 2. No, we're still... No, it's not at level 2. It's a level 1 hype train. I know it's confusing, but it's still a level 1 hype train. No, I did not get another power armor. I just came rushing in like the 2 seconds... No, 5 minutes after the stream was supposed to start. So no, I have not been able to do anything in preparation. Hey, Cerulean, you're also always there with the 500. Thank you so much. You are awesome. And I've been around forever.
We are
ever.
building an army. Our modest fellowship expands. Praise the sub.
Let's see. It is Cerulean who is taking the lead on the Alpha. Oh, she is in the way.
Welcome
Must be
back.
time to get that.
Your
Nope, not yet.
steadfast loyalty is greatly appreciated.
That adds hype to the game so you can make a train to transport hype. I don't know what that
A
means.
new subscriber arrives.
We have a mod that does hype trains
Fills you
here
with determination.
for all the hype trains, so I think I have enough of that. And let's get the cul-de-sac
Our modest
in here.
fellowship expands. Praise the sub.
Go. Hey, Timbo, you want to get that one? Well, it seems also like maybe Castor hasn't been around for a bit.
Welcome
So
back.
good
Your steadfast
good opportunity for you
loyalty
to
is
steal that one.
greatly
Oh, and I'm
appreciated.
out of rails, am I not? Yes, I am. And this one doesn't have rails. So,
Our modest fellowship expands.
automated Robert
Praise
Doggy,
the
thank you for the
sun.
500. We are at 94%. This gotta be there, right? It's gotta make it to level 2. Yeah, 2 rails, but you need more than 2 rails
Our
to do
modest
that.
fellowship expands. Praise the sub.
No, no.
A kind
How did that one now not work now? Okay, this is so weird. Hey, Cerulean! Thank you for another 500. That's up to 1500. Did you... No, we didn't quite bump up
A generous bestowal.
Timbo just now. Quite... He's still at 2k, still ahead. It doesn't matter what I do. I just won't have enough rails for this. I keep going backwards and keep not having enough rails.
A gleaming endowment.
Now? Weird. Still not.
A generous bestowal.
Come on. Okay, finally. Alright, so this one should be... I still have 4 trains left that apparently couldn't be used before.
A generous bestowal.
So we need to build a train over on this location. Or a location. Get all that crap out and let's get the good build because we're now stuck here. Alright, so Bartek with 14 and Timbo with 2 bits. 2 bits. 2 bits. Just 2 bits. 2 bits. Is the count of corners, rails inconsistent? Yeah, I think it needs 3 for a corner. I don't know if... I think it is. I think it's 3. I don't know. They used to be separate entities that you had to craft. Like, you craft curved rails, you craft normal rails. Is RailGen relevant anymore? It's much less relevant. It's not. It still has its uses, but it's not like a necessity anymore. I would say. It really felt like a necessity. Okay, so now we take this awesome, awful train station. Oh, I wish I could see it better. What's going on below? Yeah, it's not gonna work. Not well. Not well, at least. There. That's completely out of it.
A new subscriber arrives.
Let's see.
Fills you
Oh, I
with
should have done it just...
determination.
That is not good. That's not good, but that's not good either. If I moved it up, this one would fall into that hole. If I moved it... Do I have to have all of them next to each other? I don't technically... No, yeah, I do, because they can... Beacons have to move by 3, and rails have to move by 2, so I have to move by 6. Alright, 2-minute warning. 2-minute warning. So I'd have to move it 6 tiles. So I could move the top here 6 tiles backwards. That would be a... Wow, Cerulean! Oh, Cerulean! Why did you... Oh, you did. You did sneak it. You're just counting the bits to make sure that you are... No, slowly gaining. No, no, no. He's overtaking you. He is my number 1 right now. But, you know, don't ever trust Timbo when it comes to the countdown of a hype train. Funny thing with Vitcher was also just keen on sniping, and then he just went the other way, the more the St. Cabbage way of just going like, there, I want this hype train. Yeah, top 2 should go 6 back. Yeah, but I don't like the asymmetry of it. That's the part. Ah, Timbo.
Endowment.
Yeah, go ahead. Hello, Cabbage. Good to see you, hear you. Still in meetings with stuff. Meetings and stuff, it is what happens. I guess this one's bad, this one's bad, this one's bad. This one's bad, and that's it, right? But I want more of those bad. Oh, hey, Grimmy.
Subscriber.
Wow.
Come, steal yourself.
Thank you for the
We are
20 gift
building
subs.
an army.
Brilliant, brilliant, brilliant. I love it when it rolls over. And Barthak is quickly countering, although that puts you at 19
Come, steal
against the
yourself.
20 gift subs
We are
from
building
Grimmy.
an
Thank you so
army.
much. Insane. And that's a level 3.
A new
Sweet.
subscriber. Come, steal yourself.
You're
We
most
are
welcome.
building an army.
Thank you. I don't know. Do it. Alright, how important is symmetry?
A new subscriber. Come,
How important
steal
is it?
yourself.
I just can't really
We are
decide.
building an army. A new subscriber.
Start with a side flip?
Come,
What?
steal yourself. We are building an
Start a
army.
start. Yeah, it's I think a lot of the hype trains are really just, they're like, maybe, I don't know, kind of,
Modest
maybe.
fellowship
And then
expands.
some fizzle out, like the one
Praise
that
the
didn't even have
sun.
left, or a level 1. Then you're like, yeah, or then it goes like, whoa! It's rarely just,
Our modest fellowship
Stepwise.
expands. Praise the sub.
hello, Nibe, good to see you.
Welcome back.
Fool
Your
you ain't black.
steadfast
Yeah,
loyalty is
using belts. Yeah,
greatly
but I'm not gonna do that.
appreciated.
I'm gonna do that. How about we agree that I'll do that for the green signs? Because green signs also needs a lot of copper and iron, so I'll do it for green, and then I'll see which one I like
We
the
are
best,
building
right?
an army.
Are you against using? Yes, because if I use the editor for that, then I can use the editor to place exactly the optimal locations, and then I'm not playing a game anymore.
Praise
Then
the
I'm just
sub.
cheating all the way. Then I might cheat as well with all of it. Huh? What is that? Oh, it's try hard. Try hard 5. Thank you so much, Timbo.
A new
Wow.
subscriber.
Can we get it
Come,
one
steal
further?
yourself.
I
We are
hope.
building an army.
That's certainly one way to incite. Depends on anyone else wants to play that.
Welcome
All right.
back. Your steadfast loyalty is greatly appreciated.
Fully Black. It's. I want to do it because I like the idea, but I'm not going to start changing it middle, because then I'm never going to make any progress. But I think it's a good idea, and I like that you're putting so much effort into coming up with good ideas, or just sharing your good ideas. It's certainly helping, and I want to try those as well. But I don't want to try them while I'm doing this thing. So one thing at a time.
We are building an army.
I've decided this is the way we're gonna do it, and then they'll run out, and then that's gonna be it. Oh, Barthak with 12 gift subs. Whoa, wow! It's a few people really carrying the load here for sure. That's a level 4. Do the patches get larger the further away? Yes, they are. That's also why I'm taking the trivial ones here, science packs here, because they're not that important. I am going to make one of these boxes and one of these boxes, and I'm going to put one of these two in here, and I'm going to put
loyalty is greatly appreciated.
Hey, thank you, Peter. Yeah, also want to join in. Might get a little badge there or a bit of emote that we'll never use. I like the emotes though; they're really nice, but they just. No, it's not a level 5. Why is it? It's not a level 5. It's a level 4. It's still nice, but it's certainly not a level 5. It says on the way to level 5. This is how much progress towards level 5. Someone gift 43 subs. Yes. Someone do that.
We are building an
It's gonna be. Sometimes you see those and you're like, how the hell did we ever get to that level? To those levels once in a while when it happens. It's crazy. Don't need anything else. What are we missing as well? Nothing really. Level 5 is extreme. Yeah. It should be something special when it happens, like once in a
new subscriber arrives.
Blue moon.
It fills you with determination.
I'd like to get to 500.
Come,
you will.
Yourself. We are
Ooh, Eberon wanted to get my bits into the red for the first month ever. Wow. Are you sure it's the first month ever you've been in red? For me, it doesn't seem...
It fills you with determination.
Are you sure that it's the first month of red? Maybe you by accident have been too generous in the previous month. Thank you so much, Eberon. Okay. But thank you for getting it into the red. Into the red. That's actually a really bad term.
A resplendent
offering. That was the timber one, wasn't it? Yeah, that was the timber one. Woo, nice. Alright, so this one has to be...
Come, steel yourself. We are building an army.
Top one.
Welcome back. Your steadfast loyalty is greatly appreciated.
The condition is... Ah, look at that. I set it to anything there. Cool. So it works. Thank you. 2 minutes. What are we at? 28%? Yeah, it is a bit far. Bit of a reach. Bit of a reach. But crazy. And it's Barthak with 31 subs and Timbo. Yeah, I seem to feel that those names are quite common on the...
It fills you with determination.
Right, so those are now done. I don't have the power.
A new subscriber arrives. It fills you with determination.
Welcome everyone who just got us up. If you did get us up, be sure to thank the sub gifter
A new subscriber arrives.
for their generosity. It's not just generosity to me, it's also conscripting new people to the chat. Actually, no, we're not really using the beautiful emote for the hype train, for the not for the hype train, for the recruiting thing.
Subscriber arrives. It fills you with determination.
1 minute warning. Timbo with 8k bits. Yeah, none of those are easy to snipe, but you know, you never know.
A new subscriber arrives.
Or just contribute and be part of it.
With determination.
Good morning, JD. Can I ask you why you're not loading copper from both sides? Because it's worse. If you load it from both sides, then you can't affect it by as many beacons, and it's all about the beacons. All about them beacons. So fewer entities with higher throughput is the name of the game. If I put modules on both
A new
inserters,
subscriber arrives.
hey, rhythm
It fills you with determination.
rhythm killer, maybe. 20 seconds. Final chance for a snipe.
Our illustrious champion.
Hey, tempo
returns.
seems good. An attempt to
Welcome
counter,
home.
snipe, and roll over. Ooh, Cerulean with 7,000. Oh, wow. Did it work? Did it work with the Cerulean's? Who got it? Who got it? It was certainly in time.
It
But did the
fills you
counter
with
snipe work?
determination.
Did Timbo just... I don't know who got it. Choo choo. Bartek, you got it. Choo choo. Timbo got it. No! Alright. Thank you so much, Cerulean and Timbo and Bartek and Grimmy, the big, and Aberon are the big ones on this one. Thank you so much. Oh, Aberon, why do you... You also have a hype train conductor.
offering.
How do... Aberon still have one. Timbo has one.
A kind gesture.
Pick any spot. No idea where one is. It's Twitch being twitchy, but you can just flash it as long as you can. Right,
A new
Bartek, where are you
Come,
already?
Steel yourself. We are building an army.
What color are you? See, we have a cool feature. Let's use the feature here.
A gleaming endowment.
Look how cool this is. There. Huh? Oh, it's the maroon. And another maroon here. And another maroon. Oh,
A resplendent offering.
alright. So let's put it... I'll put it down here. So you're next to Cyclops with that one, but it's kind of not completely underneath this, right? That was a level 4 hype train. 1, 2, 3, 4. And let's go in. Looks correct. Ta-da! Massive new hype train here. And Timbo, what about you? 1, 2. This is a 2, right? No, it's a 3. Is that a 2 or a 3? I can't see. That's a 2. So that's a 3. So that means there is a room for 4 here. Close the gap on the top side, like this square here. Yes, please. All right. See, Caster's gonna regret not being here. And let's make sure it's timber on this one. Let's see if it actually fits. Nope, not that one. Right? It should be one down. There, like this, so it merges yours together. I can't. Yeah. Bam. Wow. Look at that. This is how I think people should do it. Also like Caster. Oh, he's locked in. He's not quite landlocked. He can get out this way if he wants to. Thank you so much, everyone. Yeah, it's counter nice territory. Yeah, he has, absolutely. And it's also like he's also been really clever about how to do it. Oh yeah, break. Thank you, Kakila. You just need a break for me. Thank you. Yeah, see, Aberon, you are certainly red. Certainly red this month. Certainly red. Oh dear, the whole month, the whole top 10 is red. And Bartek, what? Bartek, you promised me. You promised me not to do this. And now you did it again. You are unreliable. Less than last month. You promised me. I really do very much appreciate it. I'm blown away by that. I will be just taking a short break, and then we'll be back, and then we'll start getting those copper deposits tapped, get the copper smelting. It takes forever, but we'll get it. We'll get it. See you in 2 minutes. Oh, and I'm back. I'm back. I'm back. I'm back. Sorry for the delay. I was just getting caught up in YouTube things. It is what it is. Alright, so we are back. Are there enemies in this game? Usually yes, but I've killed them all with a console command because they're no fun. They're not very fun to play with. And I'm gonna just keep doing that. They are fun to a certain extent, but they just get very repetitive after a while. And then there's no more fun. YouTube random coming? Nope. Oh, I am. Yeah, some time ago I was. Yeah, I don't know. This is not a. It's not a rant, and it just doesn't justify as potential rant. I have been moderately concerned as of sort of late about sort of when it become pretty obvious that Factorio is on a downward trend, and that's natural. Every game has peaks and then it just goes down. The best example is actually looking at Path of Exile because they've been very deliberate about doing releases on a 3 month cycle, or is it on a 10-week cycle? But that means, and they have a big patch and a small patch. And it's pretty cool because they know that there's this spike and then it goes down. And then, so they've accepted that their viewers are going like in spikes and going down. And obviously Factorio had a spike in August and then it's been tapering off. Not surprising, can't surprise anyone. And it's just going to continue. And there'll still be a space for Factorio, but I can't be having my entire career hinged upon one game's continued success when it's such a niche game. If it was Fortnite, it'd be fine, right? Or Minecraft for that matter, because they have much more longevity and much bigger audience. So it has been something that's been on my mind as of late, and the stuff that I tried in the fall just did not work. I had a good time with it, but it was mainly. I'm a decent Sekiro player. No, I'm a fucking good Sekiro player, and I'm a decent Souls player, and that's fine. It's good, but I'm being decent is not gonna sort of keep an audience around, except for sort of people who just it's okay, it's fun watching him struggle in another genre, but I'm not gonna get new viewers from playing Demon Souls. So I've been sort of worried, like, oh, what are we gonna do? What are we gonna do? And then, but I wanted to also focus on my YouTube thing because it's important to have both Twitch and YouTube. They kind of go hand in hand, and they have different sort of merits. So yeah, it was just such a surprise with Dyson Sphere program, and that's why I'm just going all in on it and spending so much time on it, because it's a great game. It's my genre. It proves to myself that if I put in the effort and it's something that is within my domain, then I can also have an impact. Basically, leveraging my competitive advantage by branching into a new area. Yes, to be marketing speak. And I love that. I love that. Ever thought about adding a YouTube on a facecam on YouTube? Yes, I've thought about it once, and then every time people ask me about it, and it's not a good idea. It's that simple. My reasoning is, here we have a more direct conversation, so you should look at my expressions, and it's more personal, and we can talk about things, we can get sidetracked. But on YouTube, the essence is the game. That's why I put more effort into preparations. I script it, I edit it, and make sure that there's a clear goal for each one, because it's about the game. And yes, there's a bit of flair with whatever I add, but it's about me and playing the game, so I want the game to be the focus. Here, I want the game to be taking up all of the space, but I want me to be here, because I don't think that you can get a conversation going if you can't see me as a streamer. And that's why it doesn't fit. It fits for if you're getting your views because of your personality. Like Markiplier. When Markiplier played Factorio Death World, his face was important to get there because he does a lot of expressions, and it's a big part of it was his reaction to the game more than his awesome play, because that wasn't particularly awesome, but his reactions were what made it fun to watch. Now, hopefully, I am definitely not as entertaining and I don't have the great voice that he has or anything like that. But hopefully, I can at least be a better Factorio player. So that's why. So it's because if it's about the personality, then it works. But if it's not about the personality, then I don't think it works. So all of this hassle about should I change it or not is completely a moot point, because here I have to change them because they just don't fit. Hope that was an okay explanation and that it makes more sense now. Don't have to agree with it. If you want to do the same in YouTube, then sound effects and special effects or something like that to sort of give it that personality and flair. And I just don't really like it. You should dye your hair blue. I've considered dyeing it purple. Good thing I was actually considering doing 1,000 sub goal, because that was never gonna happen. Good thing I didn't do that. That's not gonna work. Nope, so it can't be there. I can only get 3 here. 100k sub. Dye purple, yeah. Go for Factorio Brown. It's already pretty close to it. Factorio Brown. I can go that. I can also go like Steel Gray. I'm working on that. Slowly but surely. Yeah, people always think you're an old German man with long gray hair. Yeah, I don't know. There's something about me that just screams old German guy. I don't know. Oh. And it's like all the comments like, "Oh, you can always trust German engineering," and I'm like, "Yeah, you can. It doesn't have anything to do with my videos, but I'm great of you to comment about German engineering on my Factorio videos. Excellent." I don't care much for blue hair streamers. No, there's also a difference, right? If you're a 28-year-old streamer and you dye your hair purple, it's fine. If you are a middle-aged suburban family dad who dyes his hair purple, what the fuck are you doing? That's just screaming midlife crisis more than buying a fast car. Right? I mean, that's just how I feel. Could be worse. Not a lot worse. Not a lot worse. I can imagine how much your children would love it. Yeah. That early midlife crisis. No, thank you, but it's not actually an early midlife crisis. I would have to say it's a late midlife crisis. I'm 41. There's no way I'm going to make it halfway. I'm halfway now. I am well beyond halfway. Unless the personality matches up. Yeah, but there's just still something weird about it. Like I worked with a guy in my department who he was 50 or something, and he had a 10 centimeter high steel gray mohawk, and it just looked weird. It was just it was just weird, right? It's fine, you can do it, but it was just like, okay, what is the statement here? What is it you want to? Michael, you are making it's a good point. No, I didn't do. What do you do before full time? Project manager, scrum master, lean black belt. Yeah, all of those except for the lean thing. What are you doing? Oh, 500 seconds. Oh, I was just going back to pick up stuff. Right? I was just going back. Oh, right. At least I didn't get run over. All right, then I'll just call in the other train. That's gonna be this one. Now you get up here. IT manager for a large IT organization, managing sort of the whole life cycle of for sort of the entire IT life cycle. So been working on all that. Also been project manager, program manager, product manager, product owner. You know, the whole damn thing. Scrum master, teacher of Scrum Master, release train engineer. You know, all that crap. Woo-hoo-hoo-hoo. And you just wait. Wait. Don't go anywhere. All right, let's get some of these. There. Why are we so slow? Because we have the wrong suit on. There you go. Anyone in chat a software engineer? Anyone in chat not a software engineer? Thoughts about trying Celeste or other platformers? Never gonna do it. I'm not good at those kind of games. I don't do reaction games, and I don't find them funny. I just don't find them interesting. If I was to play anything, then I would play something super ironic, like Lego City or something. That's the closest thing to I do. I had a big crisis today for the first time ever when my parents asked my son what he wanted to be when he grew up, and he said, streamer, no, YouTuber. And I was like, God damn it, you're a disappointment. Get a real job. Yeah, because he used to be having like, the thing is, I think that what he wants to do could actually be a good thing to do for as a content creator. He wants to work with animals, and I'm like, you know what? I don't. I think that there's definitely room for starting in Danish, just a YouTube channel for kids with a specific focus on a specific animal. So you just pick an animal and then you tell something interesting about it and you show. I think that it could definitely be like content for that could be a thing. And he wants to travel the world and rescue animals. Like, okay, that's a really hard job to be, but the best way to actually do that job is actually be a content creator doing that thing, in my honest opinion. Because if you, it's so difficult to get money for those kind of things because you're always out raising funds. So if you can fund that kind of thing yourself through content creation, and then at the same time doing good, and then traveling the world and paying for that through your content creation, I think that's the, I'm not going to say the easiest way, but I think it's a hell of a lot more straightforward than always just applying for grants and then you get a grant for this, but it only, and you're not allowed to, and then but it's not, and it's not what you wanted, but you also have to report to the tobacco industry that they are not really hurting the forest, but at least you got the grant to go there, and right, you know. I don't think anyone wants to be a mid-level manager. Okay, we got these two. That's fine. They need to go merge somewhere useful. Where? What? He should do spiders. Oh yeah, he loves spiders. So no problems with that. But I honestly think that, yeah, if you want that to be if that's the choice you want to make, then I don't think content creator is a bad way to approach it as a sort of, as a perspective for it. Cool. So I have these trains now, and where do I want to go? Where do I want to go? Oh, I forgot this. I forgot it again. This is the worst part. So anyone that, can't you just schedule commands? No, I can't. You can't schedule commands because stuff like this is just not really getting there. Right. So when these get placed, then I can get the next one out. And unfortunately, I have to. We're gonna have to take this out because I'm. I'll take it out here, and then I'll build this thing down. And is it good or bad if they're next to each other? What's going to happen afterwards? Okay, maybe we should start trying to figure out what's going to happen afterwards. Let's just do a design, and then when we have a design for the red sign... Oh, I can't do it. Oh, no. Oh, red signs. Well, fuck it. Should we do red signs? Should we try to figure out what red signs is supposed to do? Because then we know how big it's going to be. I have no idea how I'm going to get the trains in. Okay, let's go back to base and build some red signs. It's better to build it back at the base. And then get a sense of it. We're going to build it for one unit, and then we're going to see how big the train's going to be when it's going to be 6, 48, 6. One direction. Because I'm just tired of looking at the same thing here. There you go. Portal's running. I don't think there's much. Red, find something else. Okay. Alright, this is active again. This one is close to active. What about these? Oh, there's a Net positive 42,000 here. Let's solve that problem. Yeah, all of that is covered. Right, where's a good place to build it? We need to be outside of the area. What's the end game in Factorio? Build bigger bases. Right, let's go up here. I think I want to be close to the area, but oh, hold on. No, I actually want to be inside. So let's build it. Let's build it here, because that's inside the Roboport area, so I can just request things if I need it. Also, keep a bit of an eye on. Yeah, a bit of an eye on this. What are we gonna do about this? I could reverse this and go there. Yeah, let's do that. Let's do that. Let's also do some landfill back here in the base. That sucks. I don't want to do more landfill. Shouldn't all of these chests actually be... there. And we also have stuff down here. Yep. Oh, there. That's not good. Let's start using some of that landfill here. Cool. And if I cut it here, then I have to just do the same thing on the other side. Yep. This cannot go wrong. Well, that might be wrong. Ah. Like this, maybe? Or not. Or not. Definitely not. Because I don't want to take this area here. And then onto the deconstruct. I think that's going to be... Phew. Yeah, we don't have the what's it called? We don't have that integration up and running, unfortunately. Right, trains. I've done this before. Okay, somehow I can't do it this way. I have to do it this way. So we are going to build a train. There. This just gets it a bit easier for me to design it on the side. So the essence is that I want to have a single inserter, crafter thingy here. As seen above, it works, but now to see PMs to people instead of spamming chat. Oh, nice, nice. Oh, except if you're a moderator. Ah, that's nice. I like it. Bots. So, Le Great Maxi King, did it work? You tell me. No. Okay. So by that notion, we can conclude that Timbu is just a filthy liar, and nothing he's ever said is correct. right? Raw fish did work. Oh, okay. Well. Alright, for anyone who does not have any clue what we're doing here, neither do I. Alright, so let's... Now we've done some part of it. So this... Alright, so what we're having here is maybe a bit overkill. But if we look at it with our here, we can see this one is producing every minute 134 per minute. Now I have 2 of these because I have one on the other side. Alright, and I have the train is going to be 48 wagons, so that's going to be 96 in total. Alright, so with 96 I can, with this thing, generate 12,050 90. That's way too much. So let's look at, because we have to do this for one specific one, and that's for this one, right? Per minute, and then we multiply by 96. Yeah. So if I do this for that one, then I am getting, well, not enough. Only giving half truth is still a truth. Well, do you swear to tell the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth? Oh, for any of you Americans then there, when you, maybe it's just me and having my courtroom information only from bad TV shows. You have to swear on the Bible, but do you have to swear on the Bible? I mean, what if you're not? I mean, what if you're not Christian? Do you have to swear on something else? Can you swear on anything? You can use anything, but you just have to swear on some kind of book. There is nobody. You just raise your hand. Okay. Don't try to swear on the Necronomicon. Have tried, didn't work. And the Bible not required in court. I don't think there's anything now. Oh, it might be just nothing but lawyers and judges in here. I've actually looked into in Denmark with jury duty is not a thing in Denmark. It works the other way around. So a municipality has a certain number of jury that are selected for a 2-year period, and you can look up who they are. So it's quite contrary to how it is in the US. So you sort of volunteer as a jury member for your local court, and then you can be enrolled for 2 years. I actually looked at it. It's not until a year from now that you can sign up. I thought that was going to be something cool that I want to do. Straight to prison. Out of the country. Probably like way more boring than that. But I think that's I think that would be something interesting. It's like it's just one step up getting stuck in traffic just to pass the time. Get that quote, you old folks around here? It's so boring. Yeah, why do you want to be a juror? So I can invoke jury annulment. Out. I used to practice in front of a judge who would banish people from city. Wow. You are registered to vote. You are now volunteering to be a juror when and if required. Part of the duties of being a United States citizen. I like the idea. I like the idea. I don't necessarily think it works in a social media age. It's really hard to find a jury of your peers and who are not sort of already influenced by sort of the information available. But that's probably a bit out of scope here. Okay, so the point of this one is that I actually wanted this one to be only... how many zeros do we have? 1 million divided by 60. That's how much signs per minute. And then divided by 2, because I only want to deliver half of it. So actually, I don't need a 12 setups for this, which is good because 12 setups are pretty bad in terms of you have to... For a 12 beacon setup here, you have to do something stupid with like that, right? Or something. Because I can't get it at this location. Or you'd have to get it like this, and that we talked about it previously. This one is going to be per second 1. No, actually that's not a problem on a per second basis. Yeah, this is not a problem with the yellow one, which means I can just bump this one away, don't care. That could be something like that one. Into a box. No, into a box. Yeah, I calculated for 10 beacon. Yeah, I did. But, you know, the point of this one is then, how do I get 3 items in here? The only real answer I can see is like this. Which is going to work for all, except it's just not going to work for, yeah, the purple one, because the quantities are so high. We did design a purple one, and it was right there, but that's not where it is anymore. So that's kind of not great. Fish come from outer space in this game. Yeah, that's also like, oh, don't like that. Don't like that. It seems weird. It's one of those where if you really stop to think about it, like, who's sending it back? Where are they coming from? Hello, tall man. Right, so this... Don't particularly like this, to be honest. Oh, actually, this will have another problem. It's maybe less of a problem. It can probably do that. Yeah. Because the repeatable nature of this would mean that the other one gets that one, right? So that's not a problem. We can do a power. It's not going to be that. No, you're not a fan, but they're only fragile if implemented incorrectly. Who is fragile? Long-handed can handle blue, purple, yellow output. Yes. Embrace the sushi train. Oh, I don't want to do that. See, Timbo? What can you learn from that? Don't look away from the chat for 20 seconds. It's unforgivable. Unforgivable. Or maybe my threshold is just... He was just trolling and fishing for that band, so give him his wish and get him out of there. I will embrace sushi trains, but in another way, but for something else. Yeah, he'll deduct your pay. Oh, I'm not daring that. I think that pay is kind of a negative number, so it's probably, yeah. That's my favorite thing to say to people I used to work with. Where like you're like, don't you miss be working with the development? I'm like, oh, I do work with. Oh, you have developers? Yeah, um, but they're actually paying me to be yelled at for building code for me. Like, what? That doesn't make any sense. I know, it doesn't make any sense. Don't tell them. I guess Timbo was away for 20 seconds here as well. Yeah, it makes no sense. You make no sense, but we like you not making any sense. All right, what the hell are we going to do about this? So I'm just going to take 2 modules away from this one just to see the numbers for this. So this is now a 12 beacon per minute multiplied by 96. Oh, I guess it has to be 11 beacon built then. I don't know how I got to 11 being the right number. And then multiply by 2. Yeah, so this is enough. So I need to do 11 beacon builds. What? How did I figure out an 11 beacon build was a good thing? Notice in your video on city blocks you don't use 4-way intersections. Yes, I don't use 4-way intersections. The reason is twofold. One is not a good reason, and the other one is a good reason. I don't even know. No, generally 4-way intersections are more fragile. They are more tend to jam more often. So if you use 4-way intersections, then you got to be careful. The other thing is simply train congestion. The bottleneck I'm most afraid of when building big is always the train congestion, because if you don't have enough green circuits, you just add more green circuits. Done. If you don't have enough anything, you just build more. But if you suddenly have too many trains in your network, you're fucked. You just have to start over because you can't expand the train network. It's nigh impossible. If you have some things and it just turns out that they route through the same path, then the weakest point is going to be your bottleneck for the entire base. And the weakest point is probably where you have trains coming from 4 directions going into the same intersection. So that's why I'd rather have 2 3-way intersections some distance apart so that they can merge into those lines and merge out to the other ones, instead of 1 4-way intersection and then suddenly trains just can't go through it fast enough. That's why, for that reason, I don't use 4-way intersections unless it's something I know is extremely low throughput, like that location, right? Really low throughput. The assembler will be sleeping just a bit longer. Yeah, the reason why I used 11 was because I designed it for 11 and I couldn't get it to 12, but now I can get it to 12, and now I don't remember what my 11 beacon design was, right? But I'm also thinking if this happens to be the purple, how the hell would I make that into, oh, is it actually, because they're super, no, they're not super slow. Right, let's look at the purple one. That's more than one inserter on a belt can take. It's at least too close for comfort. It might be, no, it might not be. Then I can see that the only real way to do this, oh, I can't even do that. Yeah, so how will you do the purple signs? Couldn't you do 2 belts of rails then? 2 belts of rails then? Why not direct insert? From what? From the what? From the train? Ah, okay, so we're just going, oh, I think I know why. That's because, nope, that's fine. And I have to kill this idea, but that's okay, because this one will be fine. I love that my power poles are here, here, and here. That's super consistent. Love my own consistency. That one, that one, that one. This one's not powered. I have to take these out. I need to be one mixed belt. So it comes back to this one. Times 48, because on one side, how much are we taking? We're taking less than one belt. So I could take a mixed belt and go like this. And then if I could just grab it like that, that would be no problem. No problem at all, as far as I can see. It's very low quantity per second for this one, so one inserter can keep up with both, yes. And if I look at the full belt, it can be one belt going all the way through. It's less than 2 times half a belt. Yes, okay. So, but the thing is, I'm gonna have to figure out a way to get the train in here, which is not a problem. Except I need this one powered, and that's actually gonna be turning out. Isn't one car better than 2 chests? I am not gonna build cars. End of story. Cars will not have any existence here, because that means if I need cars, then I have to go around placing them manually and look at their blinking signals and hear Beatrice shouting or whatever. I am not gonna build cars because I can't blueprint them. That's it. Yeah. Good shit. Because that's gonna be up here. This looks like a solid one, I guess. Yeah. Yes, there are some people using cars for that. Did you come here for red signs? Yes, I came here for red signs, but I wanted to prove the point of how fast I needed to perform, and this is the benchmark. Now, this gives us another question. Haha, take that. If I'm doing it at this speed, that's enough. So I'd only need 44 trains instead of 48 trains. I just don't. This is definitely the slowest one. Well, blue, but I'm just. It just doesn't make sense for me to build it too big. That's just not enough. 44. Okay, so we're doing 44 trains instead. Correct me if I'm wrong. I know that I can time it and scale it down, but it's still going to be more entities. 88 curse number. I don't know why it's a curse number. 44 is an odd number. No, it's actually an even number. It's not an odd number. It's a very even number. I do acknowledge that 48 has the advantage that it's 3 times 16. That's not actually brilliant, isn't it? Have you measured blue? Think that's slower? Oh yeah, blue is slower, but I'm just going to pretend it's on a 6-second cycle and then do twice as much. So that's easy. If I ever have something that has to go out and split, then I'm going to regret going to 44. We'll go 48. 648's... We'll go 48. Right? That's a better number. 64 would have been an even better number, but 64 is not even enough to do all of it. I really wanted to do 66. You could... I would just remove excess speed. Oh, then it doesn't become even, so no. Digit minimalism. How you will inline balancing 44 belts? Yeah, that's. I don't think I want to do that if I have a choice. Yeah. So for example, when it comes to rails, somewhere I'm going to build rails, and that's going to be put on the train. If I have to build something that generates 16 full lanes, then I'd rather do 16 plus 16 plus 16, put it into 48 instead of doing 16 plus 16 plus 16 and then throwing 4 belts away and merging it in. Yeah. I think we continue with this. Okay, cool. Better to calculate the length of high throughput items. Yeah, that I've already settled on. That's going to be trains of 16. That's the way it is. I don't want them bigger than that. And it's a balance, because if you have them too big, then it gets really cumbersome to move them around. So, sorry. All right, this is fine. Let's do another sample for this one, except different. So we're now going to do the red one. That's what we're looking for. Yay! And here. .96 is enough. Is too much when it's 10 beacons? That's strange. What am I doing here? Alright, now I'm gonna ignore the numbers and just find out what this is gonna be. What is the inbound here? I wanted to go to above 8,333, so 60, 80, 75, 74, yeah, that one, 73, 74. Okay, so at this point, then I'm going to take half of that, 33, 37. This is simply just to get the inbound numbers on a belt. I want to just figure out what the belt says. Yeah, as suspected. So basically what I did the calculation here is having one belt with copper on this side and one belt with gears on this side and another one just is not going to be enough. So you could make 44 lines, no balancing. Oh, that's also my intention, Mark. It's absolutely my intention. They're not going to be balancing at all. They're going to go into a train, and then they'll have all the 6 trains right above each other, and they'll just basically drop down into straight lines into belts. I'm not going to be balanced. There's no need for it. Maybe. All right, Riyadh. Thank you for joining. All right, so ignore this number. This has nothing to do with it. I just wanted to get the numbers here in terms of figuring out if I was going at the speed needed on this side, would one belt of each of those be enough? And the answer is no. Damn it. But the other thing was, if I do this part, and we have 48, let's take on one side, it is more than enough. So that means that one would then have to be, it could be like this, right? So now I have plenty of space to get stuff inbound on this side, right? Either from a train, but preferably not, or somewhere else. But unfortunately, I also know that one belt, I could take one belt of gears from either direction. That would be okay. And the speed that this one is consuming at is per second very low. So red inserters could also work. That means I could have basically from the top going one way, and then let's pretend this is the middle one, from the bottom going the other way. Yeah. And then from the top going this way.
A new subscriber.
And from the bottom
yourself. We are building an army.
Going that way. Thank you, Santil, for the Twitch Prime. Welcome to the community. Right, something like this or something, right? That would easily be fast enough. Gears by trains, I don't need to have it by trains. I don't want it by trains, actually. It's very low quantity gears I need. Like for the whole build. Let's see if I can just do it easily. I need... This is per minute, this is per second. And then for each of those, I divide by 1.4. I need 99 gears per second. That's not much. Right? And this one is speed. This one is speed 8. Yeah, so if I just want to see how many assemblers this would be, then I would divide by 1.4 because that's the productivity of a speed assembler. Then I would divide by 8 because that's the crafting speed of a fully beaconed one. And then I would divide by 2 because that's how fast it is. I need basically 5 assemblers running all out to support this. So I really don't need to have a train coming in with millions of lanes just to unload what 5 assemblers can do. Well, it's not a lot compared to when we're talking about this stupid thing here. When I need 1100 rails per second, then that's a different quantity. Those rails are so bad. All right, so this is good. Do we see any reason why picking up from a belt at a rate of irrelevancy here is a bad move? A rate of 1 per second. These belts are going to be saturated, so it'll go in from the top and at the bottom, or maybe it'll go something like that. And since it's open from inside, I just don't think it's a problem. Yeah. I think this is my design. I'll have 2 belts from the top of each, 2 belts from the bottom at each of each. That should be fine. More than enough. Is there any way I could do it in a better way? Could I move this one? I can move this one back and then, oh, maybe that's something. Let's try that. Right, so that's an option. Then I can, instead of those being next to each other, I could get, basically say, I could also get you up here. I like this better, right? So from the bottom one, it comes in here, and the top one comes the other one. It doesn't matter. They'll both be coming here. Yeah, I like this better. It's just the fact that they're not next to each other makes it simpler and fewer long-handed inserters. Yeah, this is better. How are you going to get the gears in a belt? You have these, DSP calls them sorters, but they're called inserters in this game, and they're pretty good at taking things from machines and into belts. Can't think of any reason, but I agree with whatever is found. Cool. All right, I like this build, and then we'll take from the bottom, from the north. Yeah. Now I need to build it at the right. Do I build it at the right size? I don't know. Is that necessary? I think I need to. Oh, this damn thing. I forget it all the time. Come on, robot, do stuff. What? Why were they hiding in here? What? Oh, they went down there and then they gave up. All right, Balthak, thank you so much for your generosity. It's been absolutely amazing. So thank you, and I'll try to not be particularly entertaining in the meantime, so you don't feel like you're missing out on anything. All right, that's the one. And the power poles, if I could get a better power pole substation, I'd prefer that. How I want it to be one close up, but I can't. You need to move the assembler one tile down. Yeah, that's true. That doesn't matter. I mean, it matters in the sense that now it works and it didn't work before, but it didn't break anything else. Cool. Flip. There you go. And that's the problem. These two are too far away from each other to be connected, and I just can't see any way that it can do that. And these come from the top. Alright, so I should build it, but I shouldn't build it the wrong place. But if I build it in the right place, I have no idea how big it is. I think I want to stamp it down. Yeah, we'll build it somewhere safe for the right size. Where would be somewhere safe? Here. This one is now dedicated as 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and maybe more. And on top of that, get all that crap out of there. Don't want to see it. Alright, let's go. Long-handed inserter will be fast enough to fill the train. Yes and no. It will be fast enough to fill the train. It'll be fast enough to empty this one. But I don't want the fast inserter to fill the train. I want the stack inserter to fill the train because the train is pretty long. So when it leaves, I want them to keep filling up this box. You can put a medium power pole between the red inserter and the box. Yes, but then I don't have the substations anymore. That's the only other option. Then I'd have to do this pattern here. Which, I mean, is not a bad pattern. It does what it's supposed to. I guess we'll take this so I don't have to do any weird things. There. Right. So I'll take these out as well. That will be our... this thing here. That's our design. Excluding that one. Maybe including that one. But if I do include it, then I have to build 2 of those. Yeah. Alright. That's why I didn't want to do that. You. Get in there. You. Get in there. And now I can take... that's the blueprint. Beacon, rail, red. Yes, ready to go. Oh, was that a break? Yeah, it was a break indicator. So let's get a break. And then I'll be back. And what we'll do here is hopefully build the entire thing over here. 648, 6. And then once we have that idea about how big it is, we're going to figure out how to get an iron train in, unload it, put it into sufficient number of gear assemblers to keep the belts flowing on the outside. Yeah. You need to clock the long-handed inserters to prevent them from taking one bottle at a time. Saves a lot of UPS. Yeah, that's something we'll do afterwards. I want to have... I want to do some of those things later on when we can come back and go like, how do we squeeze some more? Because, and okay, so the reason why I want to do that later on is because I don't know how big of an impact it is. And you're like, it's massive. Yes, yeah, but I don't know. I don't know. So if we have a situation where we can now see updates are this much and it's really starting to get strained, then I go through the overhaul and we can say, wow, 10-minute average was this. Now 10-minute average of that, we actually saved 5.7 updates. Awesome. Then we have learned something instead of me just building it really complicated up front and then not really knowing if it actually had an impact. Circuits have a significant UPS cost, so it's not automatically better to clock. Correct, it's not automatically, but if you can do it with filter inserters, then they're really good, as I understand it, because you can remove the filter, and that's when a filter inserter without a filter is idle, which is good. Anyway, breaky break. 420. Haha. Whatever. I'll be back in 2. All right, last hour of today, so let's see if we can get some progress on this. There was a comment about 4.20 city blocks of this. That would be excellent, wouldn't it? Would that make sense? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yep. Good. So we're just gonna make it in the middle here, and just here's the train. Hey, they haven't stopped me from dragging those parallel yet. 1, 2, 3, 4. So we can't make it in the middle. I guess that's the one we make. Cool. Longhand are also able to travel 3 tiles, which helps with even placement of rails and the odd placement. Yes, that's why I'm using it. Generally. There. So this is going to be red science test. Oh, we have another red science test, apparently. 6, 6, 48, 6. Good. And then we're going to get some trains. 1, 2, 3, 4, 6. Yes, 6. And we're going to need some wagons as well. Do I have? Nope, apparently not. Just a casual. Let's do 12 at a time. Oh my god, that's such a bad move. I fucking He did. I can't believe they did that. Sorry, Michael. Yeah, I was supposed to. I was looking at it. No, I did not do that because I always want to do that just before the break, and yeah, there was no break here. there's Alright, so that's some level ones. Yeah, I'll just add them. And that's level one, and then the hype train that never really got anywhere. That's level one hype train yesterday. That was it, right? Yes. I'm actually gonna do that a bit after, right? No. Yeah, and that request that we can't really do that. I choose not to, right? Let me see. Squashes. There, let me get that. Yep, let's see. Click, 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 click. And purple. I'm gonna put these in here. And for the big bits. Where do we have another one? There. No, I didn't. And then I have to mark that it's already been set up. Alright, so moving on from this one. Here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Gonna be a pretty decent train. Does a non-mod want to try it out in command? And do we have more trains coming in? I think we have it. There must be these. 4, 5. So it should be reaching into this realm here. And this patch actually should be that one, that one, that one, and then that should be the trains from there. Cool. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Good stuff. And then I need more. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Yep. 1, 2, 4. Are they connected? Yeah. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. And the locomotives. 1, 2, 3, 4. Five, 6. And a little discreet. There. That's good. And then our blueprint. That's the one. Totally not the one. Shouldn't this one have a name? Why does it not display the name? Shouldn't it have a name? Should have a name. Bot doesn't have enough permissions. Is that something I need to fix? it's off by one. It's always off by one. Can never trust to have rails in the blueprint. There. A rail blueprint without rails because we can't trust the rails. There we go. And then well, that's moderately disappointing. There. This is looking good. Maybe this blueprint should actually be set to a snap to grid, relative grid, and grid position X, Y, and what is it? The height is, why is that? Oh, grid position. The width seems fine, and the height is less 18. Is not X, then the Y axis 4. 2, 1. Certainly smaller. 15. 15. Should be 7 plus 7, so 14. Like this, I think. Let's try it. And that one. Here it comes. Get on with it. That's going to be our design. And then we'll start fixing it because this is broken, by the way. The reason why I'm building it here is to just try to figure out how I want to do things. Because sort of then in the middle of this, I'll have the station for gears coming out. And then probably on the other side, so I'll have from the bottom one, I'll have iron. And for the top one, I'll have the copper. And then I need to figure out how I merge it in, right? So the idea is the first 48 trains will be, no, the first 24 trains will be fed from this side, which means all of this crap is wrong. Well, that's actually perfect because that's exactly the only stuff I wanted to take out. So if 1 is equal to 8, then 24 is equal to 192. So when it gets to 192, I'm halfway. That's halfway. And then we'll just test it by taking the rest and see if it's also 192. It is. Hey! Hello, aging clown. And I was about to say, where are my belts? But that would be a stupid question. And now I know where it is. This is the middle. So let's make a big deal out of this one. That's a big deal. Good. So at this point, I will bring. So the question is, would it be possible for me to do that thing instead? Because that would be a lot better. That would be so much better. Right? Except how would I get it to the other side? Yeah, it doesn't matter. It has to come from the side anyway. It doesn't have to, but it's just going to the side and coming in from both north and south. Yeah. What is the point of channel points? Nothing. Unfortunately, I haven't been able to find anything of interest to do it, and I don't really like them very much because some people think that, like there was in Mixer, that they actually have some positive impact on the streamer, and they don't. And if you can find something clever with it, that's great. I just can't. And it's like, oh, I did donated all my channel points. Like, yeah, doesn't really do much. Keep going. Where's my big deal PowerPoint? PowerPoint. There you go. That one, and then the last one here will be. Ta-da! I think I'll take these out. It's funny building in this scale. Now I'm actually building stuff, and I can sort of get something out of it. Let's see. That is the maximum distance. Okay, so that means copper comes in. Copper goes in on the inside. I've decided copper is on the inside. Oh, should have built them in. Shouldn't build them both at the same time. I did not. Nope. And you're out. And you're out. Aligned with this one? Yes, please. Good. Just FYI, they made a mod for DSP that lets you view a system's resources just by hovering the mouse. Yes. I am not... to some extent, I hate having this mod because there are way too many comments that go like, there's a mod that you can do this, and there's a mod you can do this, and there's a mod, and I don't want those. I don't want to play modded. I want to play vanilla, but I just can't kill myself over putting sorters down in Dynasphere program. So I have to have this mod. But minor inconveniences like, oh, you can look at it and go like, well, if the developers wanted us to do that, we would get that. If they didn't want us to do that, if they wanted it and they just forgot, well, they're gonna add it. And if they don't feel it, I think I like the part that you can't do it from a certain perspective. That means you have to keep that in mind. I feel it's a bit cheating that you just go like, oh no, it only has 150,000 copper, so I'm not gonna go there for the copper. That one, no, I like it. You could say that when you've built some building, like a communications array that doesn't exist but could exist, then you could transmit the active status to the rest, and then you could look at it. Perfect, that would make perfect sense. But right now, it's a planet that's far away. You have no way of communicating. You're just getting ships through hyperspace once in a while. If you want to go do an inspection on it, you said go do an inspection on it. There's a certain level of exploration of just going like, I wonder why my graphene is slow. And then you go there and figure out that, oh, what I thought was plenty of graphene is actually not much graphene by this point. Yeah. So that's my take on that. Okay, so we're gonna get 2 lane. No, we're gonna. Oh, how are we actually gonna do this? Because this one is no, it was 1 line on each. Okay, so we need some lines up here with copper, and I want to get them to as close as possible. That means this one. That's copper. Perfect, I say. There. And the other one is this will be my gears eventually. There. So gears come in here, copper come in here. It's all good. And I think I want the gears to be right there, but I'm not 100% sure. Where he played in a onesie for a while, cute but not very interesting. Yeah, see, that's KBB, that's the kind of thing I don't want to do. It's exactly the kind of thing I don't want to do. So, I mean, there's nothing wrong with him doing it, but it's exactly the kind of thing that channel points are intended to do, and it's exactly the kind of thing that I have no interest in doing. Alright, let's kill the other side. That one. There was a rumor, or there's a feature on Twitch that for some reason I can't get access to, and I can't even get access to my account manager. But that feature was supposed to be that you can get promoted to the front page of Twitch if you reach a certain goal with donations, and that's pretty useful to say the least. That I'd like to get. Alright, so that is copper coming in, great, and it works. And these are the two gear belts there. Oh, we still need this one. I don't like that it doesn't have belts. Hey, you folks, thank you for the 12 months.
Returns.
Appreciate it.
Welcome
Good to see you.
home.
Has been a while. Maybe you've been busy. Probably have. What? Where's it going? Flick, 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 flick. There. Good evening, everyone. Sorry for my absence. Life is full. And a massive burnout from playing Factorio made me skip many streams, but still my favorite streamer and happy to be supporter for 1 year. Thank you so much. That's very nice of you. But, I mean, if you're burning out on Factorio, have you checked out Dyson Sphere? Pretty good game. Pretty good. Wow, I just moved it just to place it exactly the same place. Alright, well this is a thing, right? This is definitely a thing. Alright. So, at the middle we are going to... not that one. We confirm. It's way too much. Why is it so much too much? I guess it just is. $129. It's too much. All right, let me just check if I get the numbers right. So if I'm making 181.44 divided by 1.4, yeah, so that's just it. So I need to create 129. Okay, so if it's not 10,088.6 divided by 60. Still the same, but it's not that one. It's actually 8,333.99. Okay, so I need to build a design that does 99 99 modules. it's so much easier. It's still more than one belt. More than half a belt. With copper gear belts, do you remember that you need 2 of such trains? I don't know what that means. Do you think multiplayer will be added to Dyson Sphere? Maybe. Yeah. But a lot of things change during an early access. Like, for example, Satisfactory. They never built the campaign. It's been out for 2 years, and they just... Is it 2 years? Yeah, right. It was in March.
New
Hey, Frisk.
arrives.
Thank you for the Twitch Prime.
It fills you with determination.
They never touched upon the sort of the world of the scenario or anything like that. Same for Factorio. Same for Dyson. Same for... Not Dyson, that doesn't really have any. Same for Oxygen not included. So I think that... once you hit early access, it means that the things that you focus on will not be the big things, but it'll be sort of the incremental things that will give a value to the people, what people are actually asking for. Oh, Satisfactory, we need more power options. All right, here's a power option. Awesome. We need liquids. Here's the liquids, but not like the step that people just don't really ask for a campaign because, well, they kind of got used to it. They played it, and the people who play it are either sort of, yeah. So, yeah, it's okay. Here, I'm gonna lose all my Swedish subscribers. Of course, it's slow. It's built in Sweden. They're vacation half the year. They have barely any time to work because they're just coming back from Christmas vacation. Then they go on winter break, and then they come back, and then it's Easter. And right after Easter, they go straight into 3-month summer vacation. And then there's a fall break. And then, well, we're back to Christmas. So there's just like 2 days here and there where they can actually do development. We're supposed to. Yeah, this is also like in Copenhagen, there are lots of people going on the ice for skating, and you can do it on the small lakes. That's fine, but seawater, especially with a strong stream like in Öresund, that's not great because yeah, seawater freezing. But people still go out there, and I'm like, how do we know whether it's safe to go out on the ice in Öresund? There's only one way to know that, and it is a surefire way. That is guaranteed to know that it is safe to go there. Because the last time that happened, the Swedes invaded us over the ice. So, do you see an invasion of Swedes in Denmark, raping and pillaging? Less so than usual, I would say. And that means the ice is not safe. There you go. It's a fact. Last time the Öresund froze was in the mini ice winter in 1807. February, I think. And the Swedes invaded over the ice, and the Danish Navy couldn't really do much about it. Because 1807? That can't be there. They just walked in. So that's how you know that it's not safe to go on the ice in Copenhagen, because it's not full of Swedish barbarian hordes roaming in. So once you see those, you know it's safe to go. But you see people with their strollers, with their baby strollers on the ice, on sea ice. It's like, wow, you really don't like your kids. And just waiting for the ice, then pillage and loot. Yep, I can imagine, Miller. Yeah, and why do you think PJGR went to the gun range the other day? He's preparing. He's looking at the ice and go like, it could happen. It could happen. I better stay sharp. Alright, so on that note, let's get back to this build. How do we build a nice, easy, efficient build for this? Well, we'll start by surrounding it by beacons, because that's the stuff we know how to do. And just see how much one of these will deliver for us. Just for anyone without sort of adequate context, it just has to be between Danes and Swedes. There's always been this, let's say, rivalry. It's turning into a friendly rivalry after 100 years of war. But now it's just a friendly rivalry. And we can be friends now that we won in handball, because then it's alright. But you're done insulting us now? No. I could go on forever, but yeah, I'll save some for another day. Don't worry. I'm sure you have some good Danish insults as well. This is 22 and we need 99, so 5? 5 of these? That's a stupid number. This is pretty much the worst number, 22.4. That is actually the worst number we could have had. How would you... this is the worst number. It's not even a full belt or anything. But then again, I mean, we're going to build something and it's going to be stacked to a full belt until it starts consuming. Yeah, okay. Hello, Jeff. 22.6 is a way better number. Oh, 22.6 is a way better. I'd take 22.6 any day, whether better than 22.4. Unless 22.4, unless it is a date, the 22nd of April, that's a pretty good date. Because then you could just have 2 of them and have a full belt. Now you can take 2 of them and almost have a full belt, which is almost good enough. And I don't want 5 of these. Yeah. 10 beacons on gears would be enough for 12 fully beaconed. Okay, but that's not really anything to do with what we want, because neither of those conditions are what we have. Alright, I think I'll still do this one, because then we can take 5 of these. The only thing is, like, how do we split 5 in a good and meaningful way? Let's go here. Oh no. Didn't I tell you to get rid of all of this? I guess not. Not enough, at least. There we go. That should do the trick. Except it's filling up my inventory as well. Alright. Let's get one of these. So if I have 5, they can output on both sides, and that could work, right? Except now we are having some inside-outside belt issues. Oh, no we don't. We'll make it self-balance. This one, though, is... I'll just build some beautiful spaghetti here. Oh, it's 2 belts. I have to put it on 2 belts. So don't merge them together, but actually just merge them. I'm just telling myself that this will self-correct. And I'll do the same on this one. Nope. I'm trying to get 99 per second outbound. That's totally not what I wanted. And the inbounds can be easy. But I don't... I think it's better to take 6 because right now I have then a train of 16 wagons coming into... Yeah, and 16 to 5 is just... It has never been a success. It never has. Yeah. From a UPS perspective, if I did this thing slightly better, but not good enough. It doesn't change the number of it. I think we have to do 6 then, because then I can just repeat this pattern one more time. Somehow. Now I'll have 2 pretty evenly consumed belt. They will not be consumed evenly, but that doesn't matter. Right? Yeah, it doesn't matter. Whoop. Let's do that one. Hey, in Dyson Sphere, how do you make brush bigger with foundation? Same as Factorio. Plus, 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 plus. Plus and minus key. Alright, singular curve. Thank you for joining. And we now need that one just like this. And then we get the inbounds that way. I think this is better. And then I'm being told that I'm not allowed to do balancing. And flip. Oh, the asymmetry. Ugh. And there's also another thing. No, I can't do it closer in any way. Yep. So that's gonna be it. It's interesting you are getting DSP questions in Factorio like you used to get Factorio questions during all sorts of streams. Shows where the growing interest is. Yeah, you can also take a look at the streams, and the viewer numbers are... They also speak for themselves as well. And, oh, there, singular curve. And if you want to be really in extreme, then look at the views on on YouTube. That's on the tube. That's pretty significantly different. For example, like 10 of my last 10 videos in the last month are all Dyson Sphere. Let's see, when is the first one that's not a Dyson Sphere video for the last... There. That's down to number... I don't even know what that is. Yeah, so it's audio based with the main bus is my best performing non-DSP video for the last month. With 26,000 views. But by comparison... I think that the video I did like 2 days ago has 20,000 views. Right, let's see, 26,000 views. Yeah. The one 3 days ago, 24,000. 30,000, yeah. So it's like, my best Factorio video over the last month, or a 4-day-old video of... Yeah. Gotta gift sub while offline, thanks. But, oh, you got a gift sub. Oh, awesome. It has been painful watching Brothgar also do DSP. He binged it and released... Yeah, that was an absolute disastrous move. I have no idea why he chose to do that. Maybe he's been really busy or something, but... The content is not good. I know I shouldn't be sort of doing that, but he also knows that as well. He knows that it feels phoned in compared to what he usually does. He's usually calculating and meticulous, and I was just the way he does oxygen not included with a spreadsheet and calculating, and then Dyson Sphere program is just like, yeah, this is fine, this is okay, okay, moving on, next. Like, okay, that's phoning it in, and it's a shame. It deserves better treatment, but I guess some other content creator will then have to pick up the slack then. Wouldn't it be nice if it could actually be here? Nah. Don't care about beacons. Beacons are not UPS intensive in any way, I think. Maybe, hopefully, kind of. Yeah. Yeah. I do enjoy watching his videos on Oxygen Not Included, but I couldn't watch it on Dyson Sphere. It was just not the same quality. But I think, honestly, I think that it's the same thing with, if you watch Grind This Game, who also been look at that, also been playing a lot of Oxygen Not Included. It was kind of like maybe they didn't prepare it, and then they saw sort of other people playing it and getting lots of views. I also feel it's the same way with Catherine Sky. She also sort of didn't hit it on day one, but then 3, 4, 5 days later just start mass producing it. Which is, I mean, if you feel that you have missed the next big thing within your domain at least, then it's also just get on with it. Get in there. Produce some content. Catch up. So the only thing we need is a something to 6 balancer. Look at the symmetry of this. This is beautiful. I really don't. So yes, I could take one of them in here, but I could only take one of them. Then I could do one, but then what would I do with the other one then? Like, get it in. Here and turn it. I suppose I could, but I couldn't do it for the copper though. I just looked at it and I just didn't like it. I really like this, and I do, because it's gonna be a full belt anyway, and it's gonna be saturated, and it's just gonna be fine. So I don't really think it's supposedly belts up to 200 segments get treated as one entity and gets thrown somewhere else. So I think this is good. Yeah, they are going to be super compressed. Not super compressed, just normal compressed. And there's still a thing that's called symmetry, and I still like that. So I'm also going to get in a train on the other side, and I want to align it. So basically my iron and copper trains will come in from the sides. Yeah. Don't think I need to do that. Only thing I need is just to get a sense of how much space I need. Because now we can take this part. Oh crap, I forgot it again. We forgot it again. Oh no. I definitely see that we're missing some things here. Oh yes. Yay, landfill. Good. Now we're happy. Do we have landfill in storage here? Hey, we're up to 122,000. That's pretty good. I'll just send you home because that's a bad place for you to park. Sweet. ABL, always be landfilling. ABH, always be handcrafting. Alright, I'm happy. And the only thing is doing a 16 to 6 balancer. What would that look like? That would be the same as an 8 to 3 balancer. We don't like those. How's the design been working today? Gratifying? Yeah, it's been better, but it's kind of because I'm also kind of not doing the stuff out here. We kind of left this a bit, and I do need to clean this up and get this in here. But I was just kind of putting it off because I wanted to figure out how much space I needed so that this one could go in a straight line, go merge up. Then I'm going to put the train. So basically, I think this one curves here. And then when it curves, it'll just unload, and then here perhaps I'll get the full 48 train and then sort of work my way back up to figure out where the copper has to be. That's why I kind of did it this way. So I think now is the time to build this one. Well, maybe not. It just takes forever. But I'm happy about this design. I'm really happy about it. I think it's solid. I know that it has some issues with the... Oh, good point though. What would we do about this? Oh, man, you know what I just did again? I went up here and went like, no, I'd like to have the build above me. So I just hold down the middle mouse, drag it over in a nice little semicircle here. So you just turn nicely around so you have the build in front of you instead of standing here like some engineer like, all right, let me do some streaming. Doesn't work. Doesn't work. If you had eight beacon machines, that would produce more than enough gears. Yeah, but that would be 8 machines instead of 6 machines. So, how's the power? For now, nuclear. I want to do the... I'd really like to try... See, I have this lake, little tiny lake here. I want to get that one. Oh, it's so small. It's so tiny. Like this strip. There. That should do the trick. And this one just for reference if you are interested. This is the part I really love about Factorio that no other game does that like that. I sat down for a for a reverse Megabase and then just rolled up my sleeve. Never done anything like that. Just going like, I'm gonna make a infinitely tileable. I'm gonna do it, and then just there. And by the end of that, I think I spent an hour and 5 minutes on the recording, and then cut it down. 1 hour. Let's call it 1 hour. I made the design, and I implemented it to 25 gigawatts of power. I mean, lack of blueprint is a major deterrent for DSP. Yeah, but then you're not playing it then if you think so. Play it with the mods that are there, and then you don't really need it. You can't do this thing, but who cares? This is the extreme. You can't really find something more extreme than doing an infinitely scalable nuclear power plant. I don't think you can find something that's more silly. Yep, you should absolutely get... Wow. Curse these fat fingers. There. I just came out of hyperspace, that's why I have caps lock on. You want to get that one called copy inserters. You saw the Factorio mod for calculating the builds in DSP? No, I did not see that. Just copy inserters now that I have... Yeah, exactly. It's capable, so that's exactly the way I feel. It's like, okay, cool. It takes a while to build the big build, but I don't care. I like that. I like the part where you go like, and an inbound belt and an outbound belt and an inbound belt and an outbound, and then you place the first row of assemblers and you go like tuck, 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 and then you have built 120 or some assemblers. And I don't mind that it takes, if you look at actually the time it takes, and then the bots are just flowing afterwards doing it. It's not really like you're standing there waiting for the bots anyway, so it does feel like a really good rhythm. Otherwise, you would just stamp it down, and then you would wait for the robots to fill in all of the commands, and in the meantime, you would go on Reddit and complain about it. Why are the robots so slow? Anyway. But attaching sorters is still very satisfying, so don't mind. Yeah, that's gonna change. I can guarantee you that. I also felt it was satisfying in the beginning. Like, but then you go like, okay, I want to build a copper smelter that takes 6 full belts in, 6 full belts out. That's 180 assemblers. That's 360 sorters. That's 720 clicks. And then I want to do a copper one afterwards, and then an iron one, and then a silicon one, and they'll go like, oh, that's it. No fun. Should I fix this one? I think we'll kill this one. This was a test anyway. And then we can finally, as a celebration by the end of today, get rid of the blinky blinky. Oh no! Because now we have the real example, so we know what this one is. It was a really good idea to build this. I think it helped, well, me, at least, on visualizing what I wanted to do. But it's still just a test case I'm killing, and not suddenly started killing the right one. There's lots of splitters. Would it be lots of splitters? Ah, okay, yeah, good. It's a good point, Jeff, because you're basically saying what's better, splitters for balancing 16 to 6 or 2 extra machines, but then you don't have to balance it, then you just have to say these 2 wagons to that one, these 2 wagons to that one. I like it. I think that's a good point. As usual, you have a good point. What we just need with you is that you don't show up so late that I already have done mistakes. You need to be here early. So quit your J job and be a full-time watcher. That makes sense, right? Maybe not. Maybe I'll have to survive with the fact that you're... Or maybe we can get you a visa to Denmark or Sweden. So you can live in Sweden instead. Have more practical work times. Will you match the salary? I don't think I'm the one who has to pay the salary. Yeah, this is not great. Oh, I know why it's not great. Luckily, I have a solution to that. Spam some more of our infinite modules. Power? Power needs to be done. I also forgot this one. I'm just not very good at this. Yeah, that's gonna be... There you go. I think you're missing heat pipes at the edge for heat exchangers in your Talabo build. Maybe I am. It's really hard to keep track of. Saw a few comments on YouTube and made my own, so he'll see it eventually. What? About what? Sorry, getting towards it. What am I missing? And... Oh, heat pipes. Ah, yeah. I must admit, with... I don't know, I think I get 500 comments per day, and that's a lot. And I don't read all of them super intensely, and when I read them, if there's some follow-up, I cannot guarantee that I'm remembering it. Doesn't mean that I haven't seen it, but it just doesn't... Yeah. Wonderful. Okay, I think this is a good, interesting base design. I really like that you are always going with fresh concepts. Thank you. It's hard. This is season 49 of my Factorio, and in season 50 I might do some train refueling automatically. What did I actually do here? This one was supposed to be... Oh, right. Yeah, so this one can... I can start putting nuclear power plants in soon. Next one can put a power plant in here. Can I? It's very close that I can put it in here. There. Alright, so Tomorrow will be Dyson Sphere Program Day, and of course both on YouTube and on Twitch. So hope you'll be joining me for that. I'll be back with more Factorio on Thursday and Sunday, and we'll slowly make our progress. I think I'm actually going to change the perspective on this one. I think this is more going to be my forever base that we just play and just keep working on, and because it's a vanilla setup, and I think that it's just going to be fun to just keep working on it. Also, if it runs for too short, then anyone who got these tiles will not really feel that they get enough out of it, but if we keep going, then it's just going to hopefully keep expanding. Are you going to put the infinite in here? Yes, I'm going to put it in here, and then I'm going to spend the time on here in the sessions to try to optimize it, because there might be some things and just more eyes on the design is probably healthy for it. I'm going to be building it over on this area. That seems like the best place to have lots and lots of space. Actually, I probably should build it out here, since that's not being used. Anyway, I don't know. Anyway, it's time for me to say goodnight. Thank you very much for watching, and thank you for joining tonight. It's been awesome, and thank you for the support, the people who supported. It's been awesome as well. Thank you, and I'll see you guys tomorrow. Take care, and as always, stay effective.